What's up? So today it's not an outside video. It's all going to be inside my hot garage. So for my last video, you guys watched it. This is an elk shed that I got from my elk or my just shed hunt in general. Pretty old. It's very what we call chalky. What that means is it gets when antlers, horns like this get exposed to the sun for a very long time, usually a couple seasons, they end up getting very flaky like this. I don't know if you could tell, but they get very white, very flaky. Right here is where you could see where it was kind of laying in the dirt for all that time. So that still has its natural color there. What I'm going to try to do in this video is try to at least bring some color back to it. No, I'm not going to be able to really restore it to what it used to look like. And since it's such an old piece and it's, it's nothing like record breaking or anything like that, I figured this would be a good video to try it on. This is not a how-to video because I had to look up how-to videos on how to do this. So the method I'm going with is some coffee grounds. So I have a bunch of coffee grounds. I'm going to try to rub that in here. And then later on I'm going to spray it with like a semi-gloss clear coat. So it won't be too long of a video hopefully, and we'll see how it turns out. I sanded it pretty good. There's no real method to it, but I got a wire brush and some sanding paper, and I sanded it as much as I could to get as much of this flake off. But it felt like if I was sanding any more, it would really start bringing down the diameter of the main piece. So it's pretty smooth on the tines here, so that's where it's really going to look good. But we'll see about the middle here where it's all cracked and weathered. Hopefully I can bring it to that color, natural color, and then we'll go from there. Okay, like I said, I've already sanded this, so you don't have to watch me do all that boring work. Got a bunch of coffee grounds here, and that should usually should from what I've seen stain it pretty good and bring it to more of a natural color. If you don't drink coffee like I do, you can just run to your local 7-Eleven and ask for all of their coffee grounds that they're used, and they'll give you as much as you want. So there's that. All right, from what I see, we're just going to start grabbing a bit of it and start working its way into it. Hopefully this works. It's going to be quite a mess, so I've got a whoopee type blanket on the bottom. Let's see, hold on. All right, so I grabbed a couple pieces of old gym mat because the table I had, all these grounds are going to fall right through it. So hopefully this catches it. So we'll see. I guess we just start. We'll see what go from there. Grabbing like handfuls like this, kind of just working its way in. I'm starting with just the main piece. It's actually not looking too bad. What I'm gonna do after is I have a old toothbrush, kind of a hard toothbrush. I'm just gonna kind of scrub that, work its way in, and it'll also get rid of all just the residual ground. So as of right now, it's actually not looking too bad. I'm kind of pleased so far. So I'm gonna work on it a little bit longer. I won't bore you with all of it, but we'll get to it. And if it's, I don't know, quick enough, I might go and try to do one of the deer antlers, but we'll see. It's looking good so far. Alright, so pretty much got it covered. I don't know how well you can tell on this light, but not too bad. There's obviously there's just like a bunch of ground that are still flaked. So what I'm gonna do is take this hard toothbrush, kind of just start working its way in, and at the same time get rid of all the flakes you can see there. And I think with a clear coat this should look pretty good. For not really spending a whole lot of time on it, it's looking pretty good. Okay, so I've got it all rubbed in. I got all the debris off for the most part. And it's not looking terrible. It's not perfect by any means, but I think if it wasn't so cracked, I guess in the main portion where it was sitting in the sun so long, it would look way better. Go inside, babe. Go inside. It would look way better. It almost looks like the natural spot back here. I don't know, it's probably hard to tell where it was naturally had its natural color. But I mean, for the most part, just this being a very old piece, and it's not like it means the world to me or anything. If anything, it's probably just gonna get hung on the wall somewhere. But so what I'm gonna do now is, now that I got all the brie off and it's somewhat dry, I'm gonna take a clear coat and just spray it. I would recommend probably like a semi-gloss. This is just a gloss. It just says a gloss, so I don't know. If it's semi-gloss, usually says so, but I'm still going to use it because it's what I have, and I don't want to go to the store and buy a new one just for this. Again, this is not a how-to. This is just me seeing if this works. So if it looks good enough, hey, good enough. And then maybe my other ones, I'll spend some more time on them. So here we go. I already shook it for a while. Let me see. Make sure it's the right color. Yeah, maybe not. All right, take two. I grabbed the right one. The first one was it was like a white paint. So this one's a clear enamel. Okay, we're good now. I'm glad I tested that because I was about to paint this white again. That would have sucked. Okay, so all right, now we got to shook up. Let's see how it goes. When you do this, you want to make sure you're in your garage where it's not ventilated at all, because it'll make the experience that much better. Go inside. All right, I brought a fan out. It was getting a little ridiculous in here. So if you can hear that, sorry, it's all right. We're almost done anyway. All right, let's see. All right, that's pretty much it. Let it sit for about 30 minutes, and I don't know, I like it. I think just for a quick DIY type thing, I YouTube pretty much how to do this, and a lot of people were recommending the coffee grounds. There's some other ways you can use like a wood stain, stuff like that, but those are people who had really nice sheds that they really wanted to restore. This isn't the greatest one out there, so it's a good one to use it for. Also, this is just a matte clear coat, and it'd probably look a little bit better if you had like a semi-gloss, some kind of gloss. I didn't realize it was a matte clear, but I mean, I think it still looks good. So I'm just gonna hang it on the wall behind me here, probably above the flag, and then keep it as maybe a garage piece. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, thanks for watching. I know it's kind of a shorter video, kind of a whatever video, but I appreciate it. I got two big, not big, but I got 2 deer hunts coming in October. It's gonna be kind of fun to film. Some fishing trips and some coyote stuff, so stay tuned for that. If I can get it pumped out. I know it's just super hot, so being able to film stuff and going out there is a little hard right now, but yeah, we'll catch you on the next one.